Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Kayla and today's video is going to be a chit chat get ready with me. I just showed you guys how to achieve my everyday simple glam, so if you're interested to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. I asked you all on Instagram to send me some questions, so I'm just going to be answering those throughout the video. So yeah, let's just get started. My face is already moisturized. I'm just gonna go straight in with primer. If I'm looking down over here, it's because my mirror's right here. But I'm just gonna go in with my Benefit POREfessional primer. I love this stuff. I got it in my Ipsy bag. Honestly, Ipsy is how I just get introduced into new products, because I honestly wouldn't have bought it or tried it if it wasn't for Ipsy. So I definitely recommend getting an Ipsy subscription, or any, there's a lot of different, I think it's like BoxyCharm stuff, like there's like a bunch of different ones. My skin is moisturized already, so I'm just gonna go straight in with primer. I'm priming with my Benefit POREfessional primer. I have this little mini one I got from Ipsy. Honestly, my Ipsy subscription, I love it because it just introduces me to a bunch of products I wouldn't have tried initially, so I highly recommend getting it, or like any type of makeup monthly subscription, because they just send you a bunch of new stuff to try. So I just put it in like my T-zone and just like around the sides of my nose. I'm in love with this primer. I remember on YouTube like years ago, this was like the holy grail like primer. Everyone loved it, and I honestly would just never tried it because I haven't really been into primers until recently. Honestly, I used to think that primers were a waste, but they're not, trust me. While I'm doing my eyebrows, I'm gonna go ahead and answer one of you all's questions. So the first question is, what's my major? If you didn't know, I do go to college at Georgia State, and I am currently a sophomore. I'm just gonna be using the MAC Lingering. They have these new eyebrow pencils that are like, it almost looks like a felt tip eyeliner brush, but it's for your eyebrows, and I really like these better than like typical pencils. But yeah, my major is marketing. I don't really know what I want to do with it yet. I kind of just chose one, and that was kind of like the most versatile one, but it is one that kind of goes along with what I want to do in the future, which is create my own makeup brand, honestly. So of course marketing plays a role in that, but yeah, that's my major. Whenever I'm doing my eyebrows, I always brush them up. Like, I don't know, I like that bushy look. I love this marker because it gives you hair like brush strokes in your eyebrows, and I love it. I don't like my brows too sculpted. I kind of keep them natural as possible. Not super natural, but as natural as possible. So I'm mainly just like defining the outer parts of my brows. Sorry guys, I can't do much talking while doing my eyebrows. I think everyone understands that. But I'm just gonna go ahead and conceal them with my Glossier concealer. A lot of people ask me if I enjoy going here, and I honestly do. Some people hate it, some people love it. I love it because it's already in the city, and that's where I lived before. So you know, it's by my family, it's by my usual spots, my usual grocery stores, my usual shopping malls. I just love how close to home I am, because I am a homebody. I love my family. I'm really close to my sisters. I go talk to them, see them all the time. My niece lives in Atlanta, so everything is really close, and I love that. I couldn't even imagine going to a college like out of state, or just out of town, period, like West Georgia, you know, somewhere that's a little bit farther out. So for my brows, I just like to conceal the underneath mainly, and then I just tiny bit conceal just the ends, just clean up around the tail part. I don't like to sculpt out my brows completely, like doing the entire top, the entire bottom, because it just gives them that really like precise, sharp look, and I don't really like that. It's not really natural to me. It makes them look really kind of drawn on, basically. I don't like that look. I don't think anybody does. So that's how I avoid that look. If I didn't have my eyebrows done and they were really bushy and hairy, I might have to conceal the top just to get the shape right. But I just got my eyebrows done not too long ago, so I'm pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with the way my brows are looking. After the brows, I like to do my eyes and brows first, and then I move on to the face. So if I'm doing like eyeshadow or eyeliner, I can kind of clean it up with my concealer and my foundation, and that doesn't get messed up from any like fallout and things of that nature. A lot of people do their makeup in a different order, but I like to do my brows first, then my eyes, then my face. So I'm not gonna do much shadow today. I'm going for like a simple everyday look. So I'm just going to conceal my eyelids because I do have veiny eyelids, so I always just have to conceal them. The next question was, what is my biggest pet peeve? Honestly, well, I don't know if it's a pet peeve because it's just a characteristic trait about a person, but I honestly hate liars. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve, lying, I think, for sure. Because it's just like, be honest, we're all grown, just own up to whatever you're doing. Like, liars, that's my biggest pet peeve. Now I'm just setting that concealer with my face powder. This is the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish. Oh my god, this is the best face powder ever, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it for up to y'all to try. Just try it. I'm trying to debate if I want to just keep my eyes simple like this or add a little bit of color. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of color with my Morphe little palette. It's really dirty, sorry guys, but this is the Bronzed Babe palette, and I'm just gonna take some of the mattes in this and just run it through the crease. Nothing precise. I'm just adding like a little bit of color to my eyes because I do have such a big eyelid space. I can't really leave it blank. I don't know, personally I don't think it looks the best, but yeah, I'm just gonna mix all those mattes and just messily throw them in there. But yeah, another pet peeve is people who are late. I'm really a stickler about timing. Like, I'm on time for mostly everything. Mostly, okay, I am late sometimes, but I am mainly mostly on time. And if you tell me you're going to be here at a certain time, we're gonna meet at a certain time, you're gonna pick me up at a certain time, or whatever, I stick to that. Because it's just like, why are you telling me, okay, let's meet at 6, or okay, I'm gonna pick you up at 6. I'm gonna be ready, or I'm gonna be there at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna just take, so I just took this light brown, the shade is called Hang 10, and I kind of just roughly threw that in my crease. Then I'm gonna take now Boarding, which is a little bit darker, and just focus that right on this outer part of my lid. It looks a little weird, but I'm just gonna throw it in there really quick. Kind of just tap it in first just to get the pigment where I want it before I even just start blending it out. Then I'm just gonna wipe the brush off on the back of my hand and blend this out. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that and throw a wing liner on. For my wings, I use, yet again, something from my Ipsy bag. That's why I'm telling you, you need to get it, because honestly, they put me onto so many good products. But this is the Betty Boop times Ipsy eyeliner, and it's honestly the best felt tip I've ever used. Growing up, I used to hate eyeliner. I hated eyeliner on the waterline. I hated wing liner. I hated any type of liner on my eye. I don't know why. I just felt like it didn't flatter my eye shape. But I think it was just the way I was doing it, which is why I didn't flatter my eye shape. But eyeliner has really grown on me the past, honestly, the past like 2 months. It's been like my favorite go-to look whenever I'm doing my makeup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw on this liner off camera because I'm still trying to get my technique together. So yeah, I'll be back. Usually I draw my liner all the way to the inner corner, but I did it halfway today and I kind of like it, so I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna let my eyeliner dry a little bit before I curl my lashes, because I've done that before where I've curled them right after I put the fresh liner on, and it totally smeared. So I'm gonna give it like a good 2 minutes to dry. I'm such a stickler for curling my lashes before putting on mascara. I don't know why. I used to never do it. Like I used to never think it even made a difference. But then once I started using it, I can't go back. Like I have to curl my lashes or I'm not putting on mascara. I'm using my Holy Grail mascara. This is the Lancôme. I'm gonna attempt to say the name. I think it's Monsieur Big. Monsieur, something big. It's black. You see the bottle. This is my favorite high-end mascara. My favorite drugstore mascara is definitely, I think it's from L'Oreal and it has a pink bottle. That's all I can remember. I honestly don't even remember the name, but it's like pink rose gold container. Mascara is definitely my favorite part of my makeup routine. Like I can spend a good 10-15 minutes just applying mascara. I don't technically use a foundation. I'm not really big on foundation. It's just too heavy for my skin personally. So I like to use something that's close to like a tinted moisturizer. This one is actually from Glossier and it's their skin tint. I love this stuff. I used to use the MAC Face and Body, and as you can tell, they're really similar. But the only thing about the Face and Body is it just doesn't give me the coverage that I'm looking for. It's really sheer versus the Glossier one has a little bit more coverage. So I'm gonna use this one. I just put it directly on my face because it's so watery. I don't even put it on the back of my hand because it's gonna be sliding off. So yeah, if you guys were wondering, this is a burn from curling my hair the other day. Someone asked what's my favorite pair of shoes. So currently, let me think about that. I'm honestly not even a shoe person. If you know me, you know I'm not a shoe person, like at all. But I only wear sneakers. I don't really wear heels unless it's like for an event and I just have to wear heels because I'm so tall. I don't even want to add any added height, to be honest. I don't know, you could say I hate my tallness, but yeah. I would have to say my Yeezys that I just got a couple months ago, only because they're honestly just so comfortable. That's the main reason that I really love them. They're just so comfortable. As you can see, that just gave me a light wash of coverage. You can still see my burn, so obviously it's not full coverage whatsoever. So I usually don't cream contour on a regular day, but today I just kind of feel like it. So I'm just gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso for my contour. I put a little bit on the sides of my nose just to add warmth, not really to nose contour. And I also add a bit under my lip and underneath my chin. If I'm gonna contour, I'm gonna do the whole nine. Yeezys are definitely my favorite shoe at the moment. Someone just put a music emoji as one of the questions, so I'm assuming they're asking if I can sing, and no, I cannot. Which is crazy because both my sisters sing. Honestly, my whole family sings. My sisters sing, my mom sings, her sisters sing. My dad's sisters can sing. Just about everyone in my family can sing except for me, but you know, it's okay. It's just, you know, not something that's for me, but yeah. Fun fact, if you didn't know, because my sister is a singer, a lot of people ask me if I can sing, so I can't. My holy grail concealers used to be the NARS Radiate Creamy Concealers, but I just feel like the shades that I have Ginger and Biscuit, and I just feel like right now in the tone that I'm in, they just don't match. They just either make me look way too dark under my eyes or way too light. So I'm just gonna conceal with my Glossier concealer that I used earlier. There's a specific way that I put on my concealer. So first, I'm just gonna put it on with this brush because it doesn't really have an applicator, it's just a pot. So instead of using my fingers, I'm just gonna use this brush. And I always just do a straight line from like my tear duct down the side of my nose, right? Then you're just gonna drag it out. Then I take a little bit around the nose because it just always ends up getting red there. Don't know why. Then I'm just blending out whatever is left on my brush. Since I have my wing liner and I kind of messed up on this one right here, I'm just gonna use my concealer to clean that up. I really grew into loving the mini sponges versus the big beauty blenders because I only really use a beauty blender for under my eye. I don't really use it on my foundation or contour anywhere on my face other than under my eye. So this is like the perfect size for me. And this is from the Real Techniques brand. And I like it because it has this flat surface and then it has a pointed surface. So I'm gonna go in with the pointed surface and just blend in that concealer. Now, just a warning, this concealer is not full coverage whatsoever. The NARS concealer is definitely a full coverage concealer, but this one, if you know Glossier, their whole brand is very skin-like, model-esque makeup, so I wouldn't expect this concealer to be super full coverage, but for me it still gets the job done. I don't really need heavy coverage on my face, but it is also definitely buildable, so if I feel like I need to add a little bit more right here, you can definitely build it, but it won't ever build to full coverage to me, I feel though, because it is so creamy also. The next question was, what's my biggest goal to achieve right now? I like the way they worded that, like right now, not what's your biggest goal overall in life, but just right now at the moment. Definitely for me, that would be, I actually have a couple goals for right now. Really quick, I'm gonna go in and highlight with my Prep and Prime stick from MAC. And just highlight the bridge of my nose. Ooh, that line was definitely not even in the center. A little under my eyes, a little bit on my forehead. Let's just make that, there we go. That's a little bit straighter. But my biggest goals to achieve right now would definitely be graduating college, for one. Another one would be creating my makeup line with my mom. We're currently trying to get in the works of that, but yeah, that's definitely a goal I want to achieve. So that just added a little bit more brightness for me. Then I'm just gonna set it with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. So yeah, look out for that in the future. I don't really bake my face. I kind of just press in the powder with my wet sponge, which kind of just makes it dissolve into the skin. So I don't really like baking. It's a little too harsh for me. Unless I'm really going for like a full beat and I'm going out and doing all that, then I'll definitely bake. But for right now, like an everyday glam, this is fine for me. I'm just setting the rest of my face with that same MAC Mineralize Skinfinish. Guys, I'm telling you, this is the best powder to ever exist because it just leaves you looking so skin-like, but it also sets your face. So like to take that powder and just tap it under my eyes so my under eyes aren't too white, because sometimes that translucent powder can do that. I hate leaving my under eyes blank. I always have to go in with a little bit more eyeshadow and just buff it out. Those same brown tones that I threw in my crease, just to add some warmth to my under eye. See, it's already making a difference. It just looks more balanced. If you just leave this blank and then boom, you have eyeshadow on your lid, I don't know, it doesn't look right to me. I accidentally brought the eyeshadow down a little bit too far, so it makes my under eye look a little dark right here. It's an easy fix, so I'm just gonna take my translucent powder and my sponge, but the flat side, and just use it to clean up that edge right here. Might as well do this side while I'm at it. I'm just gonna leave that while I bronze the skin. My favorite bronzer ever is sadly discontinued. So when this runs out, I'm gonna be very, very sad, but it is from MAC and it's also a mineralized skin finish as well. That formula from MAC is just really, really great. They have highlighters, bronzers, face powders. You can tell I've already hit pan on it, so I'm gonna have to find a new one soon. Please guys, leave your recommendations down below for your favorite bronzers because I don't know what I'm gonna do once this one runs out. But yeah, I just take a big fluffy brush, swirl it around. My camera cut out, just my luck, but I just dusted away the powder that was under the eyes. I'm gonna add a little bit of color to my face with my Glossier Cloud Paint. And this is in the shade Beam. If I miss saying any of the shades, it will definitely all be in the description bar below, so don't worry. This is a liquid blush. And I actually really love using liquid blushes because like I said, I don't like that super matte look. So using cream products as substitutes definitely helps, cream or liquid. It looks like a lot when I put it on. I already know I look a little like a clown, really rosy, but I always have to put a lot of blush because it ends up fading. Like once like an hour and a half into my makeup, it ends up fading. So I always just smack a bunch on. Before I get into the last question, my favorite highlighters, I switch between these two. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. This is like a classic right here. But then I also got put onto this one recently. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. I guess the shade is SS16. That's what it says on the back. It looks really dirty, so sorry guys. But that's how you know I love it. Already hit banned. But I love using this top shade. Guys, it looks disgusting. I don't even want to show it. But I think I'm going to use both today to give me that extra glow. So I'm going to first go in with the cream one, obviously, and take my beauty sponge just to blend that onto my cheeks. But the last question was, who or what is my inspiration? My inspiration is definitely my mom, and I know that's a little bit cheesy to say, but she definitely is. She's just a really strong, independent woman. She's her own boss. Like, just everything about her is inspirational and just someone I really look up to. And to add a little bit extra glow, just add my Soft and Gentle on top. And I'm also applying it with the same sponge because I love the way highlight looks when you apply it with a sponge. When you use a brush, it just leaves like a huge streak just on your cheekbone, and I don't like that look, you know? I don't think anybody wants that look. So I'm telling y'all, try using your sponge. Even if it's a powder, it doesn't have to be a cream formula. I use it on any formula highlight. Love putting a little bit on my brow bone. To finish off my eyes, I'm just gonna add some bottom mascara. I think that's about it for my face. Now it's time to just finish it off with my favorite lip combo. So I go in first with my lip liner. This is MAC Stripdown. I don't completely fill them in with the liner. I just do the outer perimeters and then I just blend it in like that. If you decide to purchase anything from this video, I highly recommend the Laneige lip balm. As lip balm and clear gloss in one, and it just gives my lips such a beautiful rosy tint at the same time. I don't want to directly put this on since I just put on liner, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand and apply it with a brush because I want to have liner all over my lip gloss too. I just love this combo, guys. It's like the perfect my lip but better type of situation, and I'm in love. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got to learn a couple things about me while also seeing my everyday glam. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.